All right. Now we have another explosive playoff changing matchup. And this one, it's set in the AFC. And that matchup was between the Colts and the Texans. And in this one, the Texans came out on top 20-16 in the defensive battle to even the odds. And the Jaguars, who are now tied with the Colts at 8-4, hold first place. Very, very loose grip on first place as the Texans are only one game behind. And as I said, there's a tiebreaker for to which they own it over the Colts. But in this one, the Colts were 3-10 on third down and 0 for 2 on fourth down. The conversion, in those situations for them is pretty bad. And the Texans were also 0-2 on fourth down, but 3 of 16 on third down, which isn't great, but it is a little bit better, and it's that difference that I think got them that one last red zone trip that got them the touchdown in the fourth quarter and the extra field goal, as they did have one extra red zone trip. They only converted twice, as the Colts only converted twice, but it resulted in a field goal, not converting. So Woody Marks did go down with a hip drop tackle that kind of had him shaken up, and Chubb held it down, punching it in at the goal line before Woody Marks came back. And they were able to do just enough on the ground in this game to kind of establish that baseline for the offense. And then it wasn't pretty for C.J. Stroud. He had a really ugly interception early on in this one, but his ability to hit those intermediate throws to Nico Collins and Xavier Hutchinson, that we're used to seeing him hit from his rookie year. It looks like that's still there, and that's still helping them convert some of those extra third downs that, put them in position to win this game. So nice to see Nico Collins looking, I'd say, fully healthy now. And Stroud, first game back, looked pretty solid, got a W against a divisional opponent that was ahead of you. So the Jags, as I stated, are 8-4 and in first place. The Colts 8-4, tied for first, and then the Texans 7-5 in third place. Joey, what was your reaction to this upset by the Texans? Because it was an upset, and I did predict this. I had money on this. What was your reaction to this upset by them?
I wouldn't say it's not said. I kind of expected Texans Houston to win. We talked about it before the game privately. Sadly, we had no video for this, but I would have had the Texans winning. I mean, Stroud, it was a really slow start for him. I was getting frustrated by it early.
Welcome back, everyone.
That he had. I don't know why I feel like Davis Mills can operate the offense more efficiently than he can. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like they should probably start him. I don't know if that's what I should say right now. But I think this game was more about Daniel Jones, and he kind of struggled. He was 14 of 27 today. And I feel like you could pinpoint the Colts and the free fall or fall off that they have experienced was when he fractured his leg.
Yeah.
Because now a big part of Daniel Jones was being able to play off Jonathan Taylor, and that's what made them so dangerous. But now that he is struggling, Jonathan Taylor is struggling as well. He only had 21 carries for 85 yards today. Then again, Texans' top defense. But those two, I just feel like Jones has been letting down his half of what he's done the first half of the season to now. He's kind of taken a step back, and I think that you can pinpoint that to the injury he experienced.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, in the time I had with Daniel Jones, I will say he never really had what he needed in New York. But it also seemed like sometimes when you did have some stuff for him, if it wasn't everything, he'd find a way, to kind of, make a mistake. And I'm really not trying to put him down right now because an injury is a really tough thing to play through. But the fact is a lot of these. What's that?
I'm not trying to put him down either. I'm just trying to
be realistic.
Make sense of why. Yeah, why he's not playing well. He has a broken leg.
Right.
I mean,
and if you've got
the mobility is not there.
He can't move, and when he can't move, he's already a jittery guy in the pocket. He does have some pass protection. He did make a nice throw today in the red zone to Alec Pierce for a touchdown. He's still got a nice arm, and it still seems like he knows how to operate. But in terms of making those nuanced movements in the pocket and just kind of that confidence of being fully healthy, I do think he gets affected when he's playing injured. It just seems like it's making a big difference. And yeah, I think the Colts schedule has tightened up a little bit. They definitely versed some good teams early on, but I think most of it was when they were hot and fresh and kind of catching teams off guard. I think now, teams have got to look at him. They see Daniel Jones is suffering a little bit more. And I think he hit the nail on the head with, if the passing game isn't a huge threat, let's double down on stopping the run and then dare him to beat us with his arm. And he couldn't really get it done today. 14 for 27 is not good. And it shows in the conversion rates for third down. So very great win for the Texans, though. And in your comments about C.J. Stroud and Davis Mills, I know Davis Mills is a great backup, but outside of a few throws that were definite turnover-worthy throws, I think in his first start back, he looked pretty good. And he was able to use his wide receivers to win this game. It wasn't any explosive plays from their running backs. They did punch it in with Nick Chubb, but the longest run between any of their running backs was 13 and 16 yards. And so when you consider that neither of them had more than 60 yards, that means they were averaging like 3 yards per carry. It was his arm that was making most of the progress down the field today. And this Colts defense is pretty good, despite the fact that they lost Sauce Gardner in this one. Very noteworthy. He went straight to the locker room. They didn't even check him out in the blue tent, so that's kind of concerning. But this is still a good. Yeah, he strained his calf, so that's a very ambiguous injury, and we'll just have to see.
That could be. Yeah. People were calling for his Achilles. I think they were saying Achilles, but they announced strained calf. But either way, those two are kind of connected, so I don't know what this means long term.
I don't think he could walk if he tore his Achilles or even partially tore it. Yeah. But yeah, it was a big.
He did the Tyrese Halliburton thing where he looked back to see if someone stepped on him. It looked like, but I don't know. I hope he's okay. That's just huge to me because they traded 2 first-round picks for him, and now it seems like they're in a free fall in a sense, kind of similar to Philly.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
Giving away better picks.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to end. Yeah. It's just a crazy drop from what we saw first half of the season.
The Texans are certainly happy about this, about the outcome of today's game. And even though they don't hold first place, they're only a game out from first place realistically. And all these AFC South teams are going to play each other over the next couple weeks. And it's going to be pretty awesome to see how it kind of unfolds. So I think that's enough about Colts Texans. Let's move on to the next game. And this was the most exciting game of this week. And that was Rams